Whoa, it brings tears to my eyes every time I look out at you. Giggles and hugs and hello. It's Ananda here, hosting, co-hosting with Emma, who's our dashboard person today. Thank you, Emma. So, what is it that we're going to be sharing with you today? That's the question. I know that's the question Sharon had. And that curiosity, like, are you sure you're going to be doing it right? Step aside, step aside. We know what we're doing. And so here we are. So it's so good to be with you again. And I just want, I guess my wish for you today and each time you meet, no matter when we meet or where we meet, you feel our love because it's you. I think it's very easy in the bodysuits to lose the sensitivity of that oneness that we are. And I would like to have that as really part of what we gift to you as we gather on these times. That there be a thinning of that distorted shell, if you will. To feel, therefore remember, awaken what you would say your heart, what we would say ourselves. Because you are us and we are you. We are of your family. All of us, most of us in the ancients are of divine family. Some of those are of families outside of the stream of our divine families, but aligned to what we're here and about. So we all carry that stream of good and welcome you into that today. So, as often happens in these gatherings, I get to say hello, and then I get invited to step aside sometimes, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to step aside. So I just want you to know how, as I see each one of your faces, I go, yeah, oh yes, there you are. You are known. You are known and you are loved. And you are not loved because you are poor you. You are loved because of your magnificence. And we know it, and we're holding it with you, even during those times when you forget or walk through the clouds. So I'm glad to be here with you for this little bit of time. And I turn you over to whom you know as the Mother Gaia. We'll see what she has to tell you today. Sisters, there are things I want to share with you that maybe I haven't been able to share in the same way for sure. Some of it a little, but we are at a different time. So I want to talk to you about my role in this entire scheme that we call Earth Mission. This intelligent field that you call planet Earth, Mother Gaia, the energy intelligence field that holds that and brought this form into existence, was there long, long, long before Earth Mission, as you well know. And that collective intelligence, because in all the worlds besides this one, we work as a we work in collective, we are united. And that collective that you call Earth is not from your divine family groups. We exist in our own system, in our own way. We have existed in healthy, balanced ways most of the time, but our agenda for our experience was what you would call peace. Peace. What was that experience? How could we hold that? How could we help forms come from that agenda? Peace. So that's our greater agenda as a group, peace. And why we were invited into Mission Plan was because the outcome was to be peace, or united back to your star families, which is all aspects of good in diversity, but in peace. And so we came in with that as the piece we were to play. And we were written into the plan in that way. We were to hold space for the mission plan to be played out, you see. We were that particular landscape, that particular place where energy could be made visible. And so our role from the beginning was to be that platform. And as the plan was put together, the energies from home, your home sources for the 7 would flow through the portal you call sun. And that's a unique story, where the energies going through that particular portal could be recalibrated for your use, your energy for your use on this platform that would make energy visible. So the energy codes for your home energy were recalibrated to be able to be used on the planet for all of your divine family in physical body suits. And that energy moving through the sun was constant. Home energy doesn't stop, it doesn't end, it's there always, like your breath in and out. Home energy was a constant coming through the sun, recalibrated, and then the excess, like we hold it, I hold it, our collective holds it for you. So not only do we provide you a place for your feet to walk, we provide you a place for that energy, whatever isn't used within that system of breath would be stored within our structure. And so we hold a great deal of divine energy. And in holding that divine energy was to be held for the use of those on Earth mission for good. That was the intention, to get to peace and then to build from. So as a part of the plan, we are the planet, we are the surface, we are the landscape on which souls from the divine family move into a bodysuit, put their foot right on this planet, physical bodysuit being held by the physical planet. Now, as you know, many don't, the unique bodysuit called female, her first spark of that love, good, wholeness is her connection to my surface. Her foot on my surface. Sparks, let's just spark and hold. That's where she lands the love, wholeness, goodness on my surface. A love affair with me and me with she. See? And then the next point of activation of love was down to the roots or within the circles of other souls in female bodysuits, sitting together. Whoa, we've landed, here we are. Oh, what are you feeling? What do you think we ought to do? Let's have a cup of tea. Well, what about a quilt bee, being together like you're being together in my home, in my home. It's important for me to tell you, I was never at the beginning given the same role as souls in female bodies, because I am not in that part of the mission. I wasn't given the role to create good and discern what was good. For you divine beings, in physical bodysuits, in female bodysuits, to anchor love to the planet for the mission, to work together, to vision together, to encourage one another, to sit around and chat. I hold space for that. And then when you are ready to start designing the base chakra, you have each other, I'm holding you. You know that there is unlimited energy resource in my home from which you can draw. Yes, it's coming from above and from my home. Unlimited. Never, 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 never was there a lack. But you see, the reason you were to design, form, bring into form that good, that agendas of good, you brought it into form so you could taste good, know what good was, felt like in this new world. You could know that so that you would know its opposite when it came into your world. Why? So you, with your authority voice, could say to that which would distract, discount, remove good, which didn't taste good, you could say, back to your home, and guess what? We would end up in peace. What a plan, what a plan. Well, I was not given the authority voice. I was not given the role of discernment. And as you see, consequently, outsiders could take total advantage of me through human beings at first, destroying forests, polluting water, you name it. And I would have to kind of do what we had to do in my collective to stay stable, because that's what our job was, to stay stable. We couldn't prevent them from ripping out the resources that were yours. We couldn't prevent that because we had no authority voice. Therefore, I would think that is why so many in the human mission experience look at me as poor Mother Earth. You look at me as the abused wife. You look at me as the children who have to take care of the mother because the mother has no power. That's how you looked at Mother Earth. Oh, poor Mother Earth. Oh my gosh, we've got to do something to protect Mother Earth. Well, that had been. Because I was not given power, I was not given authority, I was not given the right to say, not in my space, thank you. You're not going to rip out my children, the trees, because I wasn't given that authority, but you were, and you were crippled. So we ended up in this messy stew in which Mother Earth, poor Mother Earth, poor Mother Earth. We got to look out for Mother Earth. We got to take care of Mother Earth. What can we do? Because she's going downhill. And that was true. And had that remained true, and the outsiders believe it still is true, had that remained true, the outsiders' plan to eliminate human bodysuits would make perfect sense. Why? Because the energy coming from the divine, unlimited energy, never was to be shut off, recalibrated for use on this planet. You get the picture? Me holding it with no guidelines, with no power to say yes or no, energy coming here, constant energy coming here. Why in the heck would you need to mess around with you guys in physical bodysuits if they could trap me? If they could trap me, they've got the world at their fingertips, because the energy from the divine would never stop. It had not been put into the plan. So do you see, not only have outsiders targeted women initially, females initially, to stop their voice, then they realized they don't even need you, because I had no right, no boundaries, no protection. They could just capture me and get rid of those in physical bodysuits. Let them die. Write them out of the plan. You getting the picture? Until 2014 or so, when Sharon said, wait a minute. She was working under the same assumption most of us you worked under, is I'm part of the female mission because you see me as female. She must be part of the female mission. That's why every once in a while, it's really important to check your assumptions. So she decided to check her assumptions, and she said, well, okay, now, Gaia, you're part of the female mission. And I'm going like, I'm not. What? I'm not. I was never given that part of the mission. I am not part of the divine family. I am here invited into this mission for a specific purpose, and I'm doing that job. You guys were the ones who were supposed to be protecting me, and you got crippled. But I wasn't there even to participate in that, you see? So in 2014, she went, what? She got the information. She does what she encourages you to do, go to cause, and then go, if that's the case, we got to change that. She doesn't go like, oh my gosh, we are a lost cause. Oh my gosh, I'm going to tell everybody we're a lost cause. She doesn't do that. She doesn't encourage you to do that. Wait a minute, if that's the case, that is a problem. So we rewrote the Earth mission at that point. You see? Well, got the groups together, said, whoa, this is not happy camper time. We must rewrite the Earth mission, and we They wrote me and my group and our abilities into the plan as if we were on female mission with you. So that we also, I meaning we, could say, whoa, that's an energy that's going to be destructive, not in our space. That's a change. So what, 300,000 years ago, when this whole crippling began, 200,000 years ago, total body replacement. So for all of these eons of time, generation after generation, we'd all survived, including my great group. We have survived because the mission hadn't been accomplished yet. Why did we survive? Because we like to survive, because we like to be in distress and in pain and watch our children ripped away from us? No, that's not why we've been doing what we've been doing. The mission hasn't been accomplished yet. So we survive with tenacity and resilience and commitment to get the mission accomplished. And now I get to play a role with you. And the reason I wanted to talk to you today is because we have to bring to your attention, you are keeping me limited. Humanity is keeping my potential participation limited. We're not going to change everyone's thinking process in relationship to Mother Earth, but we don't need to, because the law on this planet says you are the voice of authority, one person, and I need you. I need every one of your voices. Right now, two things. 80% of my capacity, meaning our capacity, my group's capacity to participate in turning this thing around, in halting the destruction, 80% is unavailable to us because of the cap that those in physical bodies have put on us. You're the power. And you think of me as, oh my gosh, poor mother. Oh my gosh, mother's children's got to take care of mother. Instead of like, mother, let's sit down at the table. What can we do together? You see the difference? 80% of my capacity I can't use. All I need is for anybody who wants to work and include me in it. Oh, please. 80%. That capacity, even the 20%, is still twisted by that concept. So I have to send tornadoes and I have to send storms, they say, and I have to do shake up through volcanoes. You see what I've left with? I'm left with destructive ways of working, survival ways of working from I'll use again the model of a domestically abused woman who has to go around in some fashion to try and do what she has to do. She sometimes has to scream louder than the abuser. She has to look crazier than the abuser. That isn't my way. My agenda is peace. That's our commitment, peace. So how can we work powerfully, strongly, with each one of you in whatever mission part you feel drawn? How can I and my group work with you? How can we bring 100% of your capacity and 100% of our capacity to the table through conversations, Now, how will you speak with me? We have many languages. We have many ways of being with you. But we can't even begin the process until you say, wow, I love that idea. I would like to say, oh, I hope you love that idea. And make time. As Sharon would say, do a reality statement and take it through the reality shift. I am working with the immense, powerful, peaceful, loving ways of Mother Gaia's collective to bring the outcome of peace and vibrancy to this mission. Move our consciousness into that reality, us and all who are connected to that possibility. PTO, lasers, tag team, deep six, anything that is, has, or would keep us from that experience. Causal teams, higher selves, design the program for the highest expression of that experience for all of us here and on Earth's mission. Let's get Earth's mission on board. Download those codes into our first dimensional field of Earth. I'll hold it. Put that program in the fifth dimensional hard drive field of every physical bodysuit. Activate it. And let's work together. I'm really excited. I've said before, we are a circle here, that Mother Gaia energy beyond holding the earth of golden dragons, ready to work powerfully without destroying, but with cleansing and healing and renewing. You know what we can do after a fire? If you've seen when the waters went away down there at Lake Powell in the Utah area, we grew back. We are growing a forest. Nothing stops us. You see? Reframe how you look with me and at me so we can work together. Doesn't matter what you do. We can be there with you. Doesn't matter if you're teaching classes, you're growing gardens, you're singing to the trees, you're making up poems, whatever you do, we can be there with you because we can add an energy component and we want to. So my invitation, and it's so good to be with you today. I look forward to many such times. And I love you all. And I'm going to, in behalf of the ancient ones, say thank you, bless you, let us come close so you can feel what we feel for you. We love you. We are here to help you be restored to vitality as we are asking help that Earth be restored to her vitality. Much love and many blessings. Thank you.